What's up YouTube? Today I'm gonna guide you through and give you a little walkthrough of something I really love. I'm not a huge coffee snob. I like doing my coffee in a certain type of way, but I know a lot of people are always trying to get into coffee, so I'm gonna show you exactly the things I use. I know a lot of people use very excessive amounts of maybe expensive gear, but for me, like I've said in the past, that the Breville Barista Express is my one-stop shop of taking care of everything. I just like having coffee in the morning, and not everything always has to be perfect. But first, we'll start with some of my recipes that I make. And my favorite one especially is my brown sugar shaken espresso. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this on. A little disclaimer, I do need to clean and descale my Barista Express itself, but we'll start from the beginning, and that's starting with your coffee beans. When it comes to your coffee beans, you can go for whichever you like. The ones that I use the most in particular are these ones from Trader Joe's. It's called the Quartet. And then I recently held a little Kaiser's Coffee Corner get together where I invited a lot of my family and friends for them to understand and enjoy my love for coffee by serving it for them. The only issue with that is I was serving it, so I didn't even get a chance to talk to everyone that day, because by the time I was done, it was like hours later, and everyone had other plans and had to leave. But I was very happy, show them my love for coffee, and that's what I love to do. I show my love by giving you a cup of coffee. So I'll start with the second pair of beans. The ones that I used for that were these ones from Lavazza. They're the Grand Crema, and it's a medium roast. That's the ones I have in here currently, and they're already dialed in. When it comes to coffee beans, you have to dial them in order to, the perfect grind size, in order to get the perfect shot poured out. So we're just fill it out. And I'm not gonna act like some coffee expert. I just make it, I enjoy it, and that's about it. Because coffee shops tend to be a little expensive, but at the same time, I do still go to coffee shops. The one that I go to the most is called Magnolia's. It's in Dallas. I love it. What I get from there all the time, and we're calling it Kaiser's drink because I'm gonna try to work with them to get it served there. But the Reese's Puff Ice Latte that they have here, I love having sweet coffee. Some days I love having it bitter, but that coffee tastes so great. It tastes like a Fairlife protein drink, and I love it so much, and it gives me the energy that I need. But once I have all those coffee beans in, go ahead and close that up and start up the machine. The first things first is the shaker. This one is for making, like alcoholic drinks, but I don't drink. That's why it has like martini, kamikaze, mojito all over it, but we're using it to make coffee today. So what the first thing you want to do, get your shaker, and then we pull out brown sugar. I usually use Truvia zero sugar brown sugar, but currently I'm out, so I have this still left over from the party that I held. We'll put in just like a teaspoon or two of brown sugar, let that spread out. Once we get that put in, put that back in there. Then we grab some honey. This is Round Rock honey, Texas, unfiltered from Round Rock, Texas, a city outside of Austin. I'm always telling you I'm from Texas. One day I'm gonna show you, I don't just have the Porsche and the Tesla, I also have a horse that I used to ride around the city. But then we grab the honey and we pour it on top of the brown sugar, just a drizzle of it. Then you close it up, and then what you want to do is you want to grab some cinnamon and then pour it right over, right there. Then we're just gonna let that sit right there, and then we pull out our shot. I have it already set up where the grind size and the ground amount is perfect for the beans that I have, so you have to dial them in correctly. And then for the filter size, I have a double shot little placement in there, so then I choose double, and this machine you can just click it and automatically will take it out. Then we take it, I have this little mat right here that I use to place it, and what we do is, usually this machine comes with a tamper, and you could easily just without it just place it in. But for me, I have this little attachment that goes on top of the portafilter that I attach, and also I have a separate tamper that's kind of easier to use. It's from Normcore, and what you do is you just place it on top once you have it set, and you just press it down and pull up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lock that in. Now I use these Bodum shot glasses over here, And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if Rasik's gonna hit espresso range, because I've been missing it lately because of the fact that I think I messed up with the grind settings. But again, we're not here to judge. It's about trial and error. Sometimes I mess up, sometimes I don't. Again, I ain't no coffee snob. I just really enjoy coffee. So we're gonna place this right under here, and then we're gonna click the double shot, and we're gonna see if I'm gonna make it. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Could be better, but again, we're not perfect. All right, then you take your shot. Hopefully it's better than mine. You take your shot from the bottom glass, and what you do is you pour it into the shaker. All right, I'm gonna do it once so it doesn't spill or anything. Ooh. All right, get that in there. All right, once that's in, place that here. Then we grab ice, and what we do is we place it in. I do about 2 or 3, and then we close it up. And what we do next is we just shake. Just keep shaking it. I have to keep it super tight because sometimes this one be slipping out. I have 2 other ones that I use. This one that I got during my deal with Nespresso back in the day that they sent me. I still do love my Nespresso. It's just sometimes I want to change it up sometimes. And unless they sponsor me again so they can send me more capsules, because I'm running out. I'm running low. I think I still have some in here. Check it out. Yeah, we got plenty. Yeah, last year, I don't know if y'all remember, but I didn't mention it on YouTube. I had a deal with Nespresso, and what we did is we introduced my drink over at Nespresso at 8 stores around the world. Hopefully we got something cooking up again with Nespresso soon. But once you got this all shaked up and ready, oh, and the drink last year was called a pina colada iced latte. I know a lot of people were very skeptical about this drink because they're like, what? It was called that Rasik's iced pina colada. I made the name myself, you know, classic. But everyone enjoyed it. Everyone was very skeptical about trying it, but they enjoyed it once I made that recipe. But now what we do is we grab our Nespresso glass right there too. So what we do next is, once this is shaken up, take a little bit of break. We open it up. That drip, want to get all that coffee in there. And what you do is we pour. And depending whether ice melts or not, and depending how much milk you want in there, you can fill it up to whatever you like. And the only oat milk I use is Trader Joe's non-dairy oat beverage. The only oat milk I enjoy. I tried many others. When I first moved into my place, I only had almond milk because I forgot to buy oat milk. And I promise you, oh my God, bro, it gives me nightmares because I do not like almond milk. I personally like regular milk. Anytime I have desserts, lately I've been craving crumble cookies lately, so I've been going and I'll go I eat all my desserts with like a milk, and I enjoy it, whether it's like chocolate, whatever it may be. Any of those kind of pastries, I'll enjoy it with milk. So I'm not anti-milk, but when I try it with this non-dairy oat beverage, for the aesthetics, what I usually do is I usually pour it into this cup right here. That if you want to make regular coffee, I don't drink hot coffee in any sort of way, no matter how cold it is. Unless I'm sick, that's the only time I'll make hot coffee. It's also a way for me to avoid trying my latte art and making all those hearts. But what we do next is we take the oat milk here and we pour it in and make that bloom. You ready to see this? Here we go. See that bloom. All right. And depending on how sweet you want it, if I don't think I added enough, you know, sweetness to it, I'll put in a couple pumps of caramel drizzle just to have a little bit of variety sometimes. Then once we have that ready, all I do is give it a little stir. There you have it. Rasik's brown sugar shaken espresso. Then I have 4 more drinks I want you to try yourself and let me know what you think. It's first an iced pistachio latte, a iced lavender vanilla latte, a caramel macchiato, and since the fall season is upon us, that's why I got this corduroy on. Lastly, it is a pumpkin spice latte. I'm still working on perfecting that. I also had something going with Nespresso last year where they wanted me to work with their pumpkin cake capsule. So I'll have the ingredients for you to try and let me know what you think. All right, and it's not just Kaiser's coffee corner. I like to think it as Kaiser's caffeine corner. When it comes to having 2 cups of coffee, I'll never do it because when it comes to caffeine, it really does spike my anxiety if I do have a second cup, and I'll start getting, you know, anxious. But in order to combat that, I'll go tone it down a little bit with the caffeine content, and I'll go straight to matcha instead. And I have 2 recipes that I usually run. It's been a little while since I've done the matcha, but let's see if I still got it. All right, once we got some water in there, the kettle I use is from the brand Fellow, and I love this one because of the fact that I'm able to control the temperature at which it goes. When it comes to matcha, what you don't want to do is, so you see that says 212. That is the boiling point for water. We do not want our water at 212, so we're gonna reduce it down just a tad bit. Maybe we can do like, I'm thinking 190. All right, we'll keep it set at 190. Don't want it too hot because we don't want to burn the matcha. All right, and then we go to the matcha powder itself, and what we do here, I use this one from Iporo Tea. I forgot which version this is. It might be, it's Sayaka. So that's the one I use, and what you do is you open this up, take it, look at that, seeing green. Bro, I love it. I think green is one of my favorite colors, as you know. I think it's perfect for the reason why I wore this shirt anyways for today, but I love the green of matcha. It's perfect. It just like looks amazing. But what you want to do is you take this over here, this bowl. I put the strainer over here so it doesn't fall. And next what we do is we take a matcha with this little bamboo stick. I got it from a whole matcha set that I ordered from Amazon that you can find in my Amazon storefront. And what you do is pick it up and you place the amount that you need. I usually do about 2 scoops. Again, it's been a while since I'm doing this. I'm doing this off the dome when it comes to the memory of it. But we pour in the matcha into the strainer, and we're pushing it until it's all off the strainer. And as we're waiting, we're still waiting for the water to warm up. The beautiful thing about the Fellow thing, it holds the temperature at what we need it at, and it's perfect. And what you want to do is, in the bowl, we have our matcha ready. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the kettle and you're gonna go in a circle when it comes to pouring it in. All right, pour it in until all of it's dissolved, all of it's spinning around. In the matcha set, it also comes with a special whisk. This is a bamboo whisk, and we're gonna use it in order to make our matcha. The pattern that you wanna do is like a W. So it's been a little while, but we go W, W, W. So W, and you just keep going back and forth with that. You just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It looks like we're not the only ones who want matcha. You want matcha too? Mocha is named after my love for coffee, so I guess it makes sense why he's always here in the caffeine corner. All right, so the difference between coffee and the matcha we have here is the matcha actually goes last compared to the shots of espresso that we put in first when it comes to the coffee corner. So what you want to do is you're going to take, in order to make a nice iced matcha latte, what we're going to do is we're going to take the honey, we're going to pour it around the glass, and I swear, oh man, I missed. Pour it around the glass, just based off how sweet you want it. You want to put a certain amount of ice in there. I usually do about 2 or 3. Then you want to put in oat milk once again. Want to pour it over. Hey, bro, you can't have no matcha, bro. Should have named it matcha instead of mocha, huh? All right, and then we take our matcha and we pour it over to make iced matcha latte. Hopefully I put in enough. Wow, perfect amount. Okay, that was luck. And then finally, we are done. All you need to do is mix up your mixture until it is green. Oh, that honey's still on the side. There used to be a market here called Foxtrot, and they'd have this Fruit Loops matcha, and it was the most sweet, amazing matcha I ever had. But sadly, Foxtrot has shut down and they didn't tell anyone. But yeah, that was some of the best matcha I've had. Also, there's this place in Dallas called Sadel's that also serves really great matcha. But moment of truth, because it's been a while since I've made it. Hope I made it correctly. Pretty good, yeah. If you want it sweeter, add more, add sugar, add honey, whatever you need. But that's how you make an iced matcha latte. According to me, it's been a while, okay? Again, not no expert, trial and error. We learn as we go. And you know, my love for coffee comes because not only is espresso from Italy, but I also have a huge love for Asian culture. So matcha is Japanese. That's why I love it so much. But my favorite thing to do is this is basically my morning coffee ritual that I do every single morning when it comes to the brown sugar shaken espresso. And sometimes I'll try other drinks, as well as if I need something later in the day, I'll go for that matcha. I really hope you enjoyed this quick video of me showing you my caffeine rituals when it comes to coffee or matcha. I'd love to know what your favorite recipes are, what your favorite shops are, and let me know, because I'm always looking to upgrade my coffee ritual. As always, that's why I'm always testing out new recipes. I'm thinking about what I'm trying to do next, especially with the fall season coming. When it comes to iced lattes, I'll have them at any time of the year. The only issue is when I go to Europe, you know, when I tell them iced latte, they don't know what I'm talking about because it's not a thing over there. But yeah, let me know what yours is. Drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the next video, and I'll see you on the next one.